How y'all feeling out there, internet? Yeah, man, it's gonna be a real special evening, man. You know, usually I do this show with the homie Dallas Penn. You know, but Dallas Penn is on vacation right now. Dallas is somewhere, you know, with his lady over in, I think, St. Martin's and the whole nine. You know, and he's out there enjoying himself. So I brought some guests, man, today. You know, to help for the backup. You know, I brought my Haitian homie, Boss Nard.
What up?
What's going on, man?
Yes, I'm here, man. I just appreciate you, letting us rock. Let me come through.
Nah, man, come on. Love is love,
man. You day one.
Nah, love is love, man. And my man brought his man right here, the man that holds the heat. Yeah. What's up, Dave? Just Dave.
Yeah. I'm here, man.
How y'all feeling tonight, man?
Feeling good, man. We fucking been all over New York City tonight. Man.
Oh yeah, we
was uptown.
First of all, man, tell the world, man, tell the internet what y'all do, man.
I'm like Tommy Strong, man. Like, I got a job, I ain't got no job. You know what I mean? Like,
what is that, B?
Well, my 9 to 5 digital marketing. Okay. 9 to 5 digital marketing. But for the most part, everybody knows me from just running the street. You know what I mean? Just being a good dude, loving this hip hop shit to the fullest. Okay. Of course, the tweets.
Okay. Where you working at, man? In terms of can you divulge that? Or is it top secret?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I just for the out of respect for the company. You know what I mean.
You gotta keep it hush hush.
I just want to keep it hush hush. You know what I'm saying? Because my views they might not match up.
But do they know that you have different views from
Of course, we have battles in the office daily. You know.
But they don't know about your extracurricular activities.
They follow me on Twitter. They definitely do. But you don't want to
because if cats don't follow you, man, on Twitter, they don't know how reckless you are, dude.
But I'm not reckless. The thing is, I'm reckless because I feel like anything I'm tweeting, I'll say it to your face. You know what I'm saying? But it's not disrespect. It's not a maliciousness. It's not
no. But B, you be swerving a little bit sometimes. I know.
Yeah, you know. No. Sometimes I catch DMs. Sometimes like, yo, slow down.
And where can people find you on Twitter?
At Bosnaud, BOSNAUD. You know what I'm saying? I'm originally from Boston. Actually, I'm originally from Cambridge, Massachusetts. Right, like 10 minutes outside of Boston. I represent Orlando, Florida. Is the fullest story.
You also represent Haiti too, right?
Definitely, I'm Haitian, man. That's right.
Haitian, Quebec.
Yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man.
All right, so Dave, what's going on with you, man?
What's up, man?
I'm running with the young boys today.
Pause, exactly. A little bit. I do music video promotions. Mainly broadcast. I can't say my company, not a little bit corporate over there with that corporate bullshit.
Right.
ND Promotions, yeah. They might not agree with all my views, but I let it be known.
Yeah.
And
let it be known then. We know where we at.
Most people don't know what I do because they just see me out at parties.
Drunk, tipsy, right?
Yeah. Not really drunk too much.
You don't drink?
Nah, I don't drink. A lot of people think I'm drunk.
He's a vegetarian.
You're a vegetarian?
I'm not a vegetarian. I'm pescatarian. I eat that
salmon
fish
and all that.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
I didn't know you didn't drink, baby.
I don't drink, but I have gotten drunk over the last.
I know, like your birthday was like about a month and a half ago, something like that. You were tweeting about drinking, right?
Yeah.
You was faking the funk or what, man?
Nah, I was wasted.
Shout out to everybody who came out that night.
Word, everybody, man. Shout out to my dude, Executive Nick, man. I don't know if you tuned in, man. But
shout out to A Pearl for throwing it, Allison.
Oh, Allison. Shout out to Allison, exactly. She the one that put it all together. Man, I owe
her. DJ Parlay with the music.
I owe her like an arm for that, man. DJ Parlay killed it, man. It was a crazy bash, man. Shout out to everybody, MTV who came out. Man, it's just love, man.
So where can people find you, man? Where can the internet find you, man?
Just Dave, JUSDAVE 31ST.
There you go.
When was this party?
June 24th, 26th. Oh, all right. Nah. You know you got the invite, man.
We faxed them over.
Yeah, we faxed that over, man.
You might have missed the facts.
I DM'd you, man. You never hollered back, man.
So, man, I definitely want to welcome y'all to the Comabt Jack.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us coming out, man.
You know what I'm saying? You're the youth them. Comabt Jack is the future. And to be the future, you got to raise the future. So these two dudes right here is the future. Respect.
You one of those true school dudes who definitely open the gates for the younger dudes and give us a platform and definitely hear us out, man. You're not trapped in 96, 97 or the heyday. Like you definitely hear it now, and you definitely give cats a foray in a lane. So
it's a love fest in here, bitches.
Yeah, man. Hey, can I just say one thing? The first time I ever met Comabt Jack, he gave me a life lesson. Like most times you meet people, they talk industry shit. He gave me a life lesson
on ladies,
like
right?
on ladies. He's like, yo, this is what you got to do if you want to keep your lady. I was
You
like,
want to
damn,
keep your wife?
the first time?
Did you apply that?
Hell yeah, I've been living that way ever since.
And did it
man.
work? Did it work?
Yeah, absolutely.
lay
That shit
down.
worked with my mom's. How good it was.
It didn't work on your-
You know what I'm saying? It was just good life lesson. So from that day forward, I was like, yo, man, anything I could ever do for Comabt Jack, I would do it, man.
No, that's
definitely,
peace, man.
man.
Well, I'm excited, man. Looks like we got a great show, lined up. I'm gonna try this experiment because for the past 2 weeks, Dallas and I have been on air, on internet radio. We've been kind of reckless with the freedom. So, I was talking to my lady, speaking about respect and building.
I have
family.
a lot of respect for her.
I was speaking to my lady, and she was like, "Dude, you fucking curse too much." And I mean,
I got pause complaints too.
touche.
I got a lot of pause complaints as well.
yeah. So
Too much pause.
Too many
going on.
pauses. Too many pauses.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna try this experiment right now because even though I'm new
Pause.
to this medium, I'm gonna try my best to ride out this show with as minimal curses as possible. And every time I curse, if I curse, I will donate to the station.
Nice.
How do you like that, super producer?
Oh
A King?
man, I love it.
Can you also count my
Can I
curses
pop
as
my
well?
collar for a second?
Yeah, pop your collar, sir.
There we go.
/ program director too.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know.
Hey,
Damn, let it be known then. Let it be
Hey,
known.
Everybody, digital media marketing.
But you know what?
promoting.
When we're in this room,
I just
you
fuck
are the
with y'all.
super producer. Man.
And
Much
I'm a
respect.
student too at the same time as well. I'm a student. Definitely welcome Comabt Jack to the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Platform. Come on, ladies.
Platform.
Don't you agree?
All right, so let's get into
PNCRadio.fm. Shout out to everybody on Twitter and Facebook and everything.
Twitter, yo.
You know what
With
I mean?
us,
Showing
yo,
love.
with us, Twitter. Hey, yo, what's the telephone number, B?
Word, you can hit us up 718-865-8671 on the
Slow.
Skype.
I hate when
I'm sorry, my
Hot
bad, my
97
bad.
and them other stations, and they start giving the numbers, and they're like, brrrr. So let's go. 718
865
865. Internet, so y'all paying attention.
8671.
8671. Yo, call up, be live on air. This is the Comabt Jack radio show. Let's go. What we got queued up, man?
Oh, man, we got a couple
Wait.
things
You know what?
in
We got some Bun B because it was a real big week for Bun. He dropped his album.
Yeah.
Respect to Bun B. I gave him some love last week on the show because I really respect his twit game. You know what I'm saying? For a legend. And for a rapper and for somebody that's, out there, you know how rappers claim that they don't do Twitter and the whole nine. Respect to Bun B.
Twitter make you hate a rapper.
Yeah, what we got queued up, man? Let's play some Bun B and then let's get into the controversy, man.
I mean, we already got.
We got a call. We got a call.
Man.
Yo,
Oh, you got a caller?
put the caller on hold.
Yeah,
Let's go
yeah,
to Bun
yeah.
B right now, B.
Hold on, I gotta get the Bun B. I thought Comabt was going for the
No. We got a whole show line. You know what? As you get that song, get the caller on, man. Let's get the caller, man. Let's give love to the caller.
Caller, you there?
Caller, what up?
What up? Welcome to the Comabt Jack radio show. Who's calling in?
Yo, who these cats you got on the radio, man, talking reckless right now, man?
Who this?
State your name,
Oh,
gangster.
Who are this?
State your name.
Identify yourself, sir.
What up?
What up?
What up? What's going on, man? You're live on air, man.
Yeah, who's this? Let us know.
Let us know. Let
Yo,
me know.
this is, what's my name? Oh, yeah. This is Brooklyn Yomes, man. This is Brooklyn Yomes.
Oh, the
what's
big
going on,
homie
son?
called
Hey,
in.
my peoples real quick.
So
Wow.
you're the official first caller to
That's
the
my
Comabt Jack
mentor.
radio
That's
show.
that's like
That
the
right
first-
there, people.
After before you, Brooklyn Yomes, my man right there.
Brooklyn Yomes.
He definitely brought me into the fold when I first came out here, man. Salute, that's my man.
Yo, man, thanks for calling in, man. Yo, what are your thoughts, man, in terms of how you want to see this show develop, B?
What's up?
What are your thoughts and views in terms of how do you want this show to develop, man? Well, what do you want to hear on
I
it?
like the way it's going. You know what I mean? I like the fact that Cats is keeping it very real. You know what I mean? And keeping it, straight up. And just kind of, chop it up. You know what I mean? Let's give it good conversational pieces. I dig it. You got me over here. You got me sidetracked from the shit I'm supposed to be doing. So that's
It's a
good
work
thing.
night too,
You know what I
man.
mean? That means it's work.
You out here late.
Nah, man, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for calling in, B.
Holla, Brooklyn
You know-
Yomes,
Yo, man.
yeah,
That's this is
Yeah,
one of the,
no doubt.
my
Do
man.
the damn thing, fellas.
Definitely,
Yo.
man.
What's going on, super producer?
Yo, let's get it. We're gonna get another record first before we get.
All right, well, let's get
I'm
another
trying to
record,
jump
man.
in
Let's
that
go to the
button.
music, man, because this is definitely talk radio, but we got to, hit y'all with the beats, man. We got to
Want
hit
to
y'all.
hear some CNN?
Nah, I don't want to hear no CNN yet, man. Come on, man. Let's go, man.
You want that Bun
Let's
B.
go, man. I want to hear something, man. Something current, Bun B. And no shots to CNN. Y'all will get your
not
time.
at all.
As a matter of
Shots.
fact, you know what's really crazy was tonight. I initially scheduled 2 weeks ago for tonight the theme to be Queensbridge night because you know my former client and friend Tragedy.
He's home. Trash
came
home.
home.
Clap for
He's
Trash,
home.
man. That's
You
a
know,
legend right there, y'all.
And
Please salute him.
And I've been speaking to Traj, and I invited him up to the show, and he was like more than happy to come up to the show. And his plan was to come up here with my man Havoc.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? And make this like a real
Queensbridge
official,
committee.
and
Queensbridge.
Comega.
Yeah.
And Comega.
Wow. Damn.
But what had happened was, you know, I had to call his PO because this is after hours.
Yeah, yeah.
The PO was like,
Nah, it's not going
You know,
down.
so he shut
Too
it
early?
down.
Damn.
He shut it down. It's too late. So,
Damn.
peace out to Queensbridge.
Shout out to Tragic Gaddafi, man.
Yeah,
Fuse
man.
showed the ill documentary on Trash a month
Fuse,
ago.
right? Yeah,
man.
It's been out for 2 years, a couple years, but they showed it on TV like a documentary. It was called Story of Queensbridge, but it's really about tragedy and his whole trials and tribulations.
A lot of
and-
people don't understand. You know, a
This
lot of
guy
people
give
don't
a lot.
even know about him. A lot of people don't even know his legacy, man, from the Juice Crew.
Everything,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
To being
yeah.
behind, being one of the minds behind, Mobb Deep.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
being the,
CNN
being the puppet
was a
master
young
for
boy in
CNN.
the- in the Juice Crew, too, like-
Exactly. Yo, hey King, how we doing over there, man?
We good, money. Well, I'm just
You know what?
being
Let's go
I'm
into
just
that.
being a
Let's
student.
go into the Nas and Damian Marley, man.
All right, let's
Let's
do
rock,
that.
let's
Nas,
rock.
Damian Marley. This is off the Distant Relatives.
Distant Relatives,
Right.
man. This is one of my favorite
Yeah.
albums. Internets, y'all are tuned in to the Combat Jack radio show, pncradio.fm. Yeah, this is the Combat Jack radio show. That record right there is tough, man.
That was kind of tough. I was in here bouncing a little bit on my Cascade
Nah,
shit, on my ATL shit.
And Jeezy killed it, man. Jeezy on a
Jeez, he needs to step it up though.
Yeah. I mean, he is. I mean, I think that Jeezy is. I think in a position where cats respect him. He's been in the game long enough to earn people's respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, over the past years, it's not his fault that Atlanta dropped craziness. You know what I'm saying? Like Gucci right now is killing it. You know what I'm saying? And I think they still have their rivalry going on?
Of course, that's never going to die.
I think between them is dead, but they crews be like stuffing each other in the streets.
Well,
Waka stay getting punched in the eye. I don't know.
you know that Gucci Man's current manager is Coach K, who used to be Jeezy's manager.
Okay, so there's some.
So there's a lot of things still under you know what I mean,
Table type
that
stuff.
we don't know. Real Atlanta street stuff is going down that we don't. I'll never probably know because I'm not out there, not in the streets. So, but there's still shots.
Peace out to Jeezy. But anyway, man, going back to this Bun B thing, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, this is no shots. I got a lot of love for Bun B. I love the way he represents, the South.
Yeah.
But this week was a little controversial, man. Source magazine, one of the original bastions of hip hop publication.
Former Bible of the game.
Yeah, the former Bible of the game. This is no shots to the Source. They have this coveted rating system called the 5 mics, and a record, an album is based in terms of how good it is. It correlates to how many mics the record is designated. And Bun B's album is a great album. I mean, I listened to the album. The album is a great album, but what stirred a lot of controversy in the past couple of days is the Source magazine gave it a 5 mic rating. And it's been a while. I mean, this is a good, honestly, I think this is a good year for music.
Oh, definitely.
Particularly
Best
rap
year in a
music,
long time.
particularly for a lot of albums. There's a lot of albums that are killing it this summer.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that Bun B's album, is in the mix. But 5 mics, I'm a little suspect.
Kind of
man.
hefty. That's kind of hefty.
Yeah, how do y'all feel
5
about
mics.
that, man? How y'all feel about that?
I mean, being at the fact that the last 5 mic rated album was Lil' Kim's Naked Truth. I mean, the Source lost its credibility.
Wait,
a while
it wasn't
ago.
hardcore?
No, it
When
was.
was
It was
Naked
the Naked Truth that came out. The first single with that was I Come from West Side.
Okay, yeah.
and all
That's
that.
probably the only song I heard. And this is
Light as
no,
And I had my niggas pull triggers. That joint on there.
yeah.
It had some solid joints on there. I'm not gonna front. I'm never gonna.
But it
front.
wasn't singing hardcore,
5
right?
mics. I think around that time too. I think Zeno was messing with Kim around that time too.
yeah.
So
Hype the Salami.
it all correlated. You know what I mean?
Right. And Zeno was known for
of course,
he wasn't known for his journalistic integrity.
No, definitely not. So, but that was the last Five Mike album. Before then, I believe it was Stillmatic, which even gets a side eye as far as Five Mike.
I didn't think Stillmatic.
No, it's definitely not a Five Mike album.
I could understand the emotion.
It was caught. They were definitely caught up in the whole
take over.
Definitely.
Exactly.
But Bun is a legend. Bun is a staple. Bun is one of the most articulate, intelligent hip-hop life forms out there. You know what I'm saying? As far as the guy, he's a real stand-up guy. He's incredible. You know what I'm saying? 15, 20 years in this game. You can't say that. He's the first ballot Hall of Famer if there was a hip-hop Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? But this album is not a Five Mike album.
Nah, it's not a Five Mike. Now, I'm really, really curious as to what Bun really, really feels about the Five Mike rating. You know, today it was published on the internet, his response. And it's pretty interesting. Your man is elder statesman of hip hop, and this is what he had to say. And I'm reading, quote, "When I started rapping, the highest honor a real MC could aspire to was the coveted 5 mics from the Source magazine. It was only given to the best of the best in hip hop, the cream of the crop, so to speak." And he ends it by saying, having said all this, it is with great honor and admiration that I humbly accept this esteemed declaration from the Source magazine and its staff for my album, Trill OG. And for those that feel that they need to shit on me to argue for another artist or album, don't worry. The Trill OG can take it. UGK for life. Bun B. It is politics. He's accepting it, and regardless how we feel, definitely let's give your man a round of applause for getting the 5 mics. Peace out, Bun B. But at the end of the day, it wasn't a 5 mic album.
Realistically.
So as we build the show, man, I got super producer A King right here. I'm about to put you in a hot spot right now.
Yeah, put him under pressure.
I'm about to put you in a hot spot.
Do I think it's a 5 mic?
No, not the 5 mics. As we build this show, we got to build our own individual personality and character. And one of the things that we spoke about today, and I don't want to put you under pressure because I already know the answer, but we got to have them sound effects, B. You gotta have them sound effects ready to blast off. You know what I'm saying? Because this is Comabt Jack Radio, man. Can you give the listeners out there, man, a sample of the sound effects that we got lined up, man?
There are white folks, and then there are ignorant motherfuckers like you.
Yes. I like that.
Happy birthday.
Yo, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Barack. I swear I wouldn't say happy birthday, Barack, because I gave him my vote. I ain't going to give you no happy birthday, but you know what I'm saying?
I noticed you tweeted something about that was irrelevant or something like that.
I said it was a nobody cares tweet.
Right.
I mean,
I care. But you know what? We got an
ATL call.
We got an ATL call coming in.
Oh man, let's go.
ATL in the house. What's up, man? Welcome to the Comabt Jack Show. What's your name, B?
Marcus Respect, B.
Marcus Respect is in the house.
We got gunshots.
Sound effects.
What's going on? We got the South in the house right now.
What in the house?
The South, B.
The dirty.
South what?
The South, the dirty, man. The A. You call it from the A, right?
I'm in Atlanta right now, but I'm going to be in New York in the next few. You don't know where I'm going to be.
Okay, so you just a nomad, right?
You plotting, son?
What's good with y'all, man?
Man, we're good, man. Yo, Marcus, man, let me ask you something, man. You're down there. You're closer to the source in terms of, and that's no pun intended, but you're closer down to what's going on down south, man. And what's the vibe down there in terms of, like, the 5 mic rating that the source bestowed on Bun B's latest album, Trill OG?
Nah, Bun B is a legend, man. They don't give a fuck really about any of that. Bun B is like, he walk on water down here, and I co-sign Bun B, but the album ain't 5 mics though.
Yeah, exactly, man. So let me ask you, man, because we've built in the past about a lot of things, man, and I love your intellect because you're able to break things down in such a unique way, man. Like, what do you think went into the Source magazine bestowing the 5 mics to Bun B, man?
Well, didn't they, a couple of days before that, hold on, I'm hearing the echo, but didn't they, you know what I'm saying, put it out there that they was asking people who deserves 5 mics? I thought they had a listing where they was asking a bunch of people what albums they thought deserved 5 mics. I don't know. It could be retroactive, you know what I mean? Because he's just an OG in the game, and the source do that. Because honestly, back in the day, all them albums they gave 3.5 mics to was 5 mic albums. That Smith and Wesson, they give Raekwon Purple Tape 5 mics. They gave that 4.5. So, you know, sometimes they go back retroactively and be like, yo, let's just honor this person. So I think it was more of an honor thing than anything with the album. Even though that Primo track is hard. No,
we're about to bump that next, man. But like, do you think though? I mean, not that. And once again, I gotta say this because like one of my peoples actually now runs the Source, Londell McMillan. And we were classmates back in Cornell back in the day. So you know, shouts to the Source and the staff. But do you think? I mean, not that the Source has had the same sheen that it's had before, but does this further weaken the credibility of that publication?
Bam, the credibility was weakened when you had Benzino on the cover with the half afro, half braids, looking like Ronald McDonald out there. You know what I mean?
God dang it.
I don't know. They haven't had credibility for 10 years. They haven't had credibility since 2000, really.
Right. Well, let me ask you this, man. Because anything is possible, man. You think there's any way possible that the Source can, you know, down the line regain the esteem that it once had?
If they go online and become a whole other entity.
Yeah, man. Well, anyway, man, yo,
because this is the future right here. What y'all doing is futuristic. The online radio, the online magazines. Shit, I got a website coming out in the next month, RoshiFace.com. That's about. We talked about it, but it's about to be a whole angle that's totally different from just being a blog and what people are doing. So you got to be a forward thinker.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it, Marcus. Once again, Marcus, where can people find you on Twitter, man?
We got you there, Marcus?
Marcus, you there?
We lost him?
I think we lost him, man. But anyway, yo, man, so that's big, man. Let's go into this next Bun B record. Let them know. Produced by the homie DJ Premier. You are now tuned in. Testing. You are now tuned in to the Comabt Jack radio show. Yo, that Gucci and Talib song is kind of tight, man. You know, I heard about it, and you know, in my opinion, no shots, but I think Gucci murdered Talib.
So disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? Brrr.
So disrespectful.
You know, shout out to Talib.
Nah, you can't shout him out after you just said Gucci Man ripped him off on the track.
That happens.
You
though.
from Brooklyn too? I got a whole duck my head.
What do y'all think about that record, man?
I think I'm
just say it.
I'm speechless. The fact
Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry, man. We got a caller, man. Yo, what's up, man? Welcome to the Comabt Jack radio show. Who's calling in, man?
What's going on?
Is this Big Drew Preem?
This is the almighty, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Walk softly, carry a big stick, pause, no homo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Salutes, man. Welcome to the Comabt Jack radio show. And what's going on, man? You listening to the show?
Oh, of course, you know what I'm saying? You know, watch Jersey Shore, and now I'm sitting there, you know, kicking it with y'all right now, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Did you just listen to that Gucci Talib record, man?
Yeah, you know, that was kind of bizarre, you know what I'm saying? That reminds me of a rough night drinking a drink I never drank before, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Definitely.
But, you know, hey, you got to expand and elevate, right? You know what I'm saying? So do what you got to do.
Yeah, man. Do you think that Talib got murdered on the track?
No.
Thank you.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I mean, you know, I just think it was, you know, it was two brothers made. Actually, you know what? I kind of take that back. I think Gucci was playing his lane, and you know, it reminded me of, like, you know, and I'm about to say some sacrilege, but like when I first heard Notorious Thugs by the late great Big, you know what I'm saying, that I felt that, you know, he got a little out of pocket trying to run with some Cleveland boys on that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think, you know, Gucci did his thing with that sheriff drawl, and Talib, you know, probably could have used a little some of that to do that track himself. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's my opinion.
Okay, well, your opinion is valued, man. Now, well, where can people find you on Twitter, B?
What's that?
Where can people find you on Twitter, man? Follow Drew Preem. Where can they find you, B?
Oh, that's just pretty easy. You know, the brand name stays the same. Twitter.com/Drew Preem. DREWPREME. You know what I'm saying? And, you know.
He got the ill profile
like
pic with machete.
Actually, yeah,
With the-
man.
with the
Y'all need to follow Drew
chainsaw.
because your man has one of the illest avatars on Twitter. Peep that man. Yo, Drew, man, thanks for checking in, man. You know,
Salute.
Peace. So there you have it, man. There you have it. Yo, man. As we build this show out, man, I'm thinking that, you know, I mean, it's just dudes up in here, and you know, not that y'all are my peoples in the whole nine, and I understand people say we say pause too much, so I'm gonna refrain from that. But I think we kind of need like a woman's touch in here, man. What do y'all think, man?
Absolutely. You had some fine chicks in here earlier. I don't know where they
no, most definitely. So you know, I think as we move forward, hit us with the sound effects, B. Let me hear that again. What is that, man? She sound like she got poked, B. You gotta play that one more time. And this is no disrespect to my female listeners. You know we love you all. But now I'm gonna make it official, man. Comabt Jack is looking for, you know, a female co-host to help us smooth this out, man. Smooth it out. Definitely. Smooth it out. You know, I'm actually tempted to have my wife come up here one day.
Salute and
you know, and guest host, man. You know, because my wife, you know, unbelievable Kim, she's tough, man. She's real tough. As a matter of fact, it's funny, man. I ended up getting a theme song for this show, and it's kind of ill. The other day, I was in the car, and my wife was walking to my car. And as she was walking, I saw the homie FT. Y'all know FT?
No.
FT's a rapper. Where's FT from, man?
From Brooklyn.
And FT stands for what, man?
Fuck that.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Exactly.
Fuck that gets a lot of love. He gets a lot of.
There you go.
Yeah.
03.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a backpacker back here over here.
So FT is
I don't know him as FT.
Huh?
Fuck that.
Yeah,
but anyway, FT is a veteran, man. You know, in terms of like, you know, just killing the mic.
Young veteran.
But as I'm in the car watching my wife walk to my car, I'm looking at FT pulls up next to me, and he starts hollering at my wife. Right? Now, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because that's my dude. I hope
He ain't know.
I'm hoping, and I'm a curse right now. I'm hoping that nigga didn't know that was my wife. So he shouted her out, and literally his car was right next to mine. So I'm looking at him,
right?
You know, from the driver's, he's in the passenger joint, and then when my wife gets in, he's still hollering at her. And when he gets in, we make eye contact. I'm like, "Yo, man, what you doing, B?" And you know, to his credit, he was like real apologetic. He's like, "I didn't mean to disrespect you."
Honest mistake, man.
But what your man did is this week he went into the studio and he recorded, you know, a song for this show.
Oh, wow.
So you know, we're gonna go back to the music right now. Hey, King, you got that queued up?
Shout out to big homie FT.
FT, shout out to you.
Fuck that.
And this is the official Comabt Jack Combat Radio intro. Let me know what y'all think about it. Comabt Jack Radio Show. Yo, once again, man, peace to FT. What y'all think about that intro?
I think that's dope, man.
That was tough. Was that an olive branch though? Was that recorded
you know
after
what?
the incident?
after the incident? I don't know if it was an olive branch after the incident, but I'm definitely.
But it works.
I'm definitely accepting.
How did you say his face was when he?
Your man was like,
like you seen a ghost,
I could understand because you know, and this is no brags. You know, I humbly say my wife is bad. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand.
I agree. No disrespect.
Dude for losing it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all love. I mean, that's my dude. Yo, thanks. I never had no intro song, so that shit is kind of nice. I'm kind of pumped up right now. Pumped up.
That's official.
Yo, but that Game and Nas joint, man, that's kind of crazy. There's a lot of shots fired on that joint, right? You got a lot of shots fired, man.
Hey, little kids got hit on that. Right?
Yeah, a lot of people got hit on that, and I think we found out where what happened, Nod? Where my man, my man Shine. We found out where his flow went.
Yeah. We found out where Shine got his new flow from because Game sounded just like Shine on that record.
When we were listening to the record, you said that Game actually sounds like how Shine should sound. That's interesting. I never heard that, man.
Well, I mean, it definitely. I mean, the slurring of the S's, the slurring of the voice, and the raspy.
At least on that record.
Right. But King just told me this was recorded years ago.
What was that recorded?
It was like 3 years ago. It was supposed to be on the Doctor's Advocate album.
Okay.
And according to Cool and Dre, they did like it's like 8 versions of the record. Like Game changed his verse numerous times. And then you also had the Interscope thing, you know, get him being on Geffen at the time.
Right.
So that might have been a little sensitive issue with 50 or whatever.
Yeah,
Nas,
right.
you know,
Definitely,
Nas and 50 had a little situation going on. But
Pharrell's on Interscope. So
they liberated the record and it's on the new what's the break?
No break lights. No break
lights.
Yeah.
So that's on the
mixtape
joint.
Which is I think it came out today or yesterday, something like that.
A couple days ago.
Yeah, a couple of days ago. But I'm surprised also because like I love when Nas is going at cats. You know what I mean? And I know that Nas and 50 have had beef for a while, but it's never really escalated to the level that I'm sure some of us have wanted to hear it. So,
Absolutely.
So you know, even though it's an old retro record, it's good. It sounds new to my ear.
He caught a body on that though. But like I showed cats they first made back, and
but
you know, you wanted to sue Russell up for he caught. But in retrospect, he still lost.
He lost.
Still lost.
He still lost.
You can't diss Pharrell and then marry his ex-skeet. You know what I mean?
Nas stays losing, man.
He stays losing, man. Like,
even when Nas wins, he stays losing.
Still losing.
Yo, somebody. Internets, one of y'all need to come out with that T-shirt, B.
Let me hear that. About to print that
hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag Nas stays losing. No shots though. No shots.
That's real talk, man.
Yo, let me hear that sound effect again. So is that what we get? Okay, let's see if we could time that after I say this. Hashtag Nas stays losing.
We want points on that too, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely points on that. Nickelback's on the park. We need some of that too, though.
So you know, this is a great week for news, man. You know, you heard? Did you read this morning about this new rapper, Rich Hill? Have y'all heard about Rich Hill?
That's Tommy Hilfiger's boy.
Yeah, that's Tommy Hilfiger's son.
Boy.
Tommy Hilfiger's son. I mean, I'm gonna keep it funky. That's what it is. I mean, I don't know you as a rapper. You probably dope, but I know you as Tommy Hilfiger's son. I mean, much respect to you. I mean, I would definitely use my father's acclaim and fortune to...
Why rap?
Well, anyway,
he might have actual passion for it, though.
For the internets that don't know, Rich Hill, Richard Hilfiger, son of designer Tommy Hilfiger, has embarked on a rap career. Now, I heard he's trash. I haven't heard the record. And I don't think we have the record in the studio. But what's really crazy is now he's really trying to establish his credibility as a rapper because it hit headlines this morning that Tommy's son, Rich Hill, was busted for marijuana possession.
Yeah, light charge.
I mean, and there's nothing.
He'll do it night.
I'm definitely all about legalizing marijuana, but you know, still, if you're gonna break the law, break it correctly. For real. Even you know, especially when your dad is a multimillionaire. So
or you could boost bags like Rudy Giuliani's daughter.
Right, exactly. You know,
but he's a jackass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's definitely a jackass. Did y'all see Kanye's new video?
No, I actually missed it.
We just peeped a little bit on the internet,
but he's calling it a moving painting, and it looks far from the previews. Really it looks about right. So,
yeah, man. I saw a bit of it on MTV as I was leaving on my way to the studio. And what I really like about the video, I mean, first of all, shout out to Kanye.
Definitely.
Kanye is a genius. You know what I'm saying? And I love his presence on Twitter because he's such a effing douche.
He's dope.
With no shots, but he's a douche.
He's he's like the living embodiment on Twitter of that Dave Chappelle skit where he ate the dinosaur egg.
Yeah, that's
he's the living embodiment. He's the most ballingest nigga
so he's
ever.
like he's official douche status.
Yeah,
no shots. But what I really like about the video is Cass has been following me for years on the blog and on the whole nine. Know that I'm a video game head, and the video looks like a video game. Like I don't know if y'all are up on God of War.
I am.
Like your man got the big fat Gucci links on.
Right.
He got he's been
we're gonna get a lot of Illuminati talk for that.
He's been doing his push-ups and the whole line, looking a little brolic.
Yeah.
It looks like the video game. And speaking of video games, man, did y'all hear about what happened to Young Buck, man?
Oh man, that
gotta pay your taxes, fam.
He's another dude that stay losing, man.
Buck stay losing too.
Buck?
Apparently, Young Buck has had some trouble with the IRS. And it was quoted this morning in the news that his house was raided Tuesday by the IRS for $300,000 in unpaid taxes. And
that's nothing compared.
And Buck is quoted as saying, the worst part of this isn't the material stuff. That will all be replaced, he said in the statement. It's what it does to the people around me. They took my kids' PlayStation.
Wow, they took the PS3.
They took his
Can't buy that back.
No, you sure it was a PS3
they
though.
took his
It might have been a PS2.
You know, shout out to the homie
PS2,
Byron
gotta
Crawford for reporting this. But yo, it's kind of cold out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
So cold.
But like speaking of the IRS and the whole nine, man, you know, I think the biggest news that's hitting the internets and hitting the airwaves, you know, this week is, you know, homeboy Wyclef Jean. You know, Wyclef Jean
fellow
has
Haitian,
thrown
man.
his hat in the candidacy ring for next president of Haiti.
He will be the next president of Haiti.
You think so, man?
Hands
It's
down.
gonna happen, man.
Hands down.
You know,
I mean, we were talking about this earlier, me and him.
Yeah.
You know, we just like, man, like, you know, like,
How much worse can
like,
Haiti
can't
be
get
off?
any worse? Like,
It
you
can't
know,
get any worse.
why not?
You might as well vote the Fuji for
You know?
president. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's just so messed up over there, and it's like, it would be like
So
the
you
least
think he's
shocking
definitely-
thing.
do y'all
I'd be shocked if he's not.
Right.
Honestly.
So let me ask you this, man. What do you think about him as president of Haiti? What do y'all really feel about that?
Oh man, I mean, I don't know the dude personally. You know, I think I've worked a video or two for him in the past, but I don't know him personally. I don't know what that. All right. I really don't know what to think about it. I mean,
Right.
It could be good. I mean, from watching him on TV, he seems genuine and seems like he has a lot of love for Haiti and his country. And you know, I would hope that if he does become president, he would do the right thing. And hopefully, you know, I mean, it's going to take, you know, a decade or more. I mean, it's going to take a long time to, you know, rebuild Haiti to, you know, where it was before.
Right,
And it wasn't even good then. So, you know, it's a lot of hard work. I mean, I hope if he does do it, that he definitely dedicates himself and really does it, and not just for, you know, the recognition that
But
you
you know what? Like you know, politics is a dirty game. And,
True.
you know, it is no secret that there's a lot, you know, there's decades and decades and decades of corruption in Haitian politics, you know?
Yeah.
And so, from my perspective, I could understand a claim of being a president of a country, but at the same time, being president of Haiti
is
does
no
not look
claim.
fun.
That's
I'm
like
Haitian,
man at the
and I know
trade right
Haitians.
now, man.
And
Yeah,
yo,
it's not gonna
man,
be-
Haitians are. I mean, and this is no slander because I'm Haitian, but Haitians I know are very impatient. And when you're running their country, and if you're not doing your job, they start pulling out the machetes.
Right.
Oh.
You know,
And
it's gonna be
machetes.
difficult.
I'm afraid of machetes. Like, fuck
Hey,
all that.
I'll take a
brawling
bullet
shit.
over a machete,
Yeah,
real
I'm
talk.
I'm not messing with
I'm
no.
Jamaican. I know all about the machete.
So I don't know if he's really doing it. Like, it's hard to really judge a man
Yeah,
from his
exactly.
actions. But what I do applaud Wyclef for is from day one. Like, I'm talking about like what
96,
96,
when he jumped on the
like,
scene.
your man has
He rapped.
always
He's always
represented
gave back.
I mean, he
Haiti,
definitely-
and I really think like your man was a main factor in terms of like really getting Haitians that credibility in New York and the United
course,
States.
Absolutely,
as,
man.
you know,
'cause, you
Let
know,
me
when
tell
I was
you-
in high school, man, you know, nobody wanted to be Haitian. Everybody was Jamaican or something else.
I'm gonna give you real talk. Like growing up, you know, I grew up in Boston until I was like 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? Moved out of
and
there.
there's a lot of Haitians in Boston.
Mad
Sac
Haitians.
Passy.
Dorchester, Mattapan, Roxbury, Cambridge. That's where I'm from.
Right.
And real talk, until I was about 11 or 12 years old, you didn't say you were Haitian because you used to get beat up. We used to get
Yeah,
beat up out there.
exactly.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
people-
So
That's crazy.
I wasn't Haitian for a while.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, nah, I ain't Haitian because he used to HBO, Haitian
Right.
body and all that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it was crazy because my dad was a crazy Haitian IST activist. So I used to have to go to the rallies on the weekends.
For politics, like activists in
yes,
terms
yes,
of human
yes,
rights.
yes.
So
Wow.
was he against like the Duvalier? I mean,
Of course,
the regime.
It's crazy. My family's all crazy. I had family caught up who was Tonto Maku. Tonto Makus, for those who don't know, were like Duvalier, the regime out there, were like the foot soldiers for the Duvalier family.
Right.
So
Right.
I had family that was like Tonto Makuts, and then later down the line, when Ice-T came into power, and he was later on exiled. My family was like real instrumental as far as like, you know, leading on the charge to get him back in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had people that died over that.
Right.
So I was at the rallies on the weekends, all that, but little like I'm getting made fun of on my way to the rallies. Like, oh, you not Haitian, you going to the Haitian rally.
Right.
But Wyclef came along, and dudes that was shitting on the dudes that were hiding their Haitian ethnicity
Exactly.
all throughout my high school, my middle school years and elementary school years was rocking Haitian flags back in
Man,
'97.
I've seen white boys
Exactly.
with Haitian flags.
I'm
And Wyclef
Haitian,
came
man.
That's
out.
crazy. That's
I mean,
crazy.
It's really ridiculous. But I mean, shouts to Clef. I mean, I'm kind of torn about the idea of becoming president, but it will shine more light. It will put Haiti under a microscope, and it'll put Wyclef under a microscope, and his moves will be tracked and traced, and everything will be. You know what I'm saying? So
have some type of voice.
It'll definitely. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it puts Haiti in a different light and it works. So
yeah, man, it's interesting because even as we talk, man, I got a really strong response on Twitter from Seb Jacques, Sebastian Jacques, and his tweet is Wyclef, quote unquote, Wyclef is shit for Haiti, man. Please see the truth. You know, I mean, so I gotta respect.
He's a puppet. Some people think he's a puppet.
Well, you know, there's a lot of corporate interests that want to get into Haiti.
Bill Clinton is one of them.
Yeah, my concern is really I'm still stunned. I'm neither yay nor nay, but I do support Wyclef for the courage and the passion that he's shown. You know, to our country of Haiti. Now, what's messed up is that this morning TMZ dropped this little tidbit on Wyclef being back.
That time,
being
incredible.
back on taxes. Approximately, he owes the IRS. Speaking of the IRS again, more than $2.1 million according to federal tax liens. And so I was watching CNN also before I came here, and Wyclef was on air talking about his passion.
Is he a doctor? I hear his Dr. Gene being thrown out a couple times.
I don't know nothing about it. I didn't hear nothing about that.
Rap Radar had quoted as Dr. Gene.
Dr. Gene?
I don't know if he has an honourary medical degree or something.
I don't know about that, man, but I know they're saying alleging that he owes $2.1 million to the IRS. And my thing is, it's kind of jacked up. If you want to run for a head of state, you definitely got to show that your responsibility fiscally.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that you know how to run an organization, because I know his Yele organization
money problems as well, though.
Exactly.
They found out there was some under the table dealings with the money with the. I mean, I know they found out he wrote a check to him and Jerry Wonder for $64,000 for the studio and all types of. But that's like charity business, though. That's how charities work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You cut yourself a check.
You gotta they all get paid out of it.
People pick and choose. You
know what it is, man? I mean, I'm sorry, I said TMZ, but it was initially the smoking gun that broke the story. And whatever it is, man. Like, shout out to Wyclef. I hope he stays safe. I hope he's doing the right thing, and I hope his heart is in the right place. And more importantly, I hope that if he does become president-elect of Haiti, that he puts the right people in there so that they can lead him. A lot of people are saying, he's a rapper, he's a performer. We've all seen performers become presidents. Ronald Reagan. George Bush, worst president of all time.
All those guys are bad for black folk.
Well, I mean, black people stay losing too.
Black people stay losing. So black men stay losing.
So hopefully, and I'm like I say, I'm not. Grabbing onto the smoke, the pipe dreams and the whole nine. But if it happens, shout out to Wyclef.
Of course, definitely.
And let's make it so that at least black people in Haiti stop losing. Man.
And he's a hip hop brother. He's a part of the hip hop, culture and the fraternity. So that's an incredible look. If one of our, our own, because a president of a country.
Yeah, so that's pop.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Pop collar status.
So. Definitely, that's big.
And on top of that, man, a lot of cats wasn't around back when Clef was really doing his thing.
Yeah.
But Clef, I think, was a real nice MC. You know what I'm saying?
The Carnival, I saw you tweet the other day about the Carnival.
Carnival is one of my favorite albums.
The Carnival's a classic. I'm sorry, anybody feel different, we can talk about it. Carnival's a classic. Clef has a lot of classic bars on there. I'm sorry, that's just how it is.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize. Clef is nice.
Well, there's some cynicism in there. I'm definitely being sarcastic as well.
Yeah, because he plays a guitar and sings bad Bob Marley.
No, it's classic shit in there, though.
And not even that. Your man was courageous enough
to bring that
to think outside the box.
Definitely, and it went
big. Being the brains behind the Fugees in itself is a claim, but then dropping his own solo album, and I think that album sold like 5
I think
million
it did.
Like that?
It did pretty good.
I mean, he put Guantanamera on a lot of people's, musical, vocabs.
Nobody knew about that, man.
What's crazy is this Sunday, I was cleaning my house and I put on the Carnival, and I started catching some gems. Hindsight is 2020,
of course.
And he was firing shots at Lauren on that album.
Of course, on 12 Girls I Love Before.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's on the album, though.
Yeah, she's on the album.
Year of the Dragon, but she kills
on
it,
the
too.
album. And I think that was like kind of maybe the camel that broke the straw that broke
back.
the.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, we're about to take a music break. We're about to play some. Yeah, we're gonna play some Wyclef. Shout out to Wyclef. Keep your head up, man. Yele, sac passe, and all of that.
Text day
503 the Combat Jack radio show.
Do the right thing,
PNCRadio.fm. Yeah. You're tuned into the Combat Jack radio show, PNCRadio.fm.
Let's talk hip hop.
Of course.
Yo, man, shout to Wyclef, man. Both of those songs were from the legendary classic album, The Carnival.
Yeah.
And, speaking of current events, I don't know what the source gave that album in terms of mics. I think it was probably like four mics.
4 or 3.5. Yeah,
3.5.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But in my opinion, that was a 5 mic album.
That was a 5 mic. But we got to also take into consideration that was the summer of '97, and a lot of heat came out that summer.
A lot of heat came out, and a lot of cats I don't think were really open.
No.
Because if you think about it, that was a global album.
Yeah.
You had Quantaramera, you had some Haitian songs
Haitian
on there.
music on there, some zouk.
So it was definitely like exclusive to cats that were of Haitian descent. So I could see cats not giving it a 5 mic, but as a Haitian American who loves hip hop, to me, that's a 5 mic.
That is a 5 mic album, definitely. As far as the globalization of hip hop and as far as like expanding the sound, I feel like, and he was fresh off the Score album,
exactly.
So that was to his advantage, and he used it, and he just took it everywhere, and he called it the Carnival for a reason. So, and he gave you different cultures and facets, and put in hip hop form. He definitely gave us some credibility on a lot of fronts with that album.
Definitely, man. Yo, y'all hear about what's going on with Diddy, man?
I mean, no.
Now Diddy was on.
Diddy's everywhere.
Yeah, Diddy is everywhere, man. Diddy is everywhere.
I know he called Martin Bashir the question that he asked him about rape. He was like racist questions.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that interview?
Right, yeah.
So the news is that Diddy recently spoke to Vibe magazine about an interview he did. I think it was last week on Nightline.
Yeah.
With host Martin Bashir.
Correct.
And for those that don't remember, Martin Bashir is the reporter that did the interview years ago with Michael Jackson.
Who broke Michael Jackson. Basically.
And then flipped the interview to make Michael Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson was, he was a little strange.
He was naive. He was really naive.
But he flipped that story to kind of allege that Michael Jackson was doing some illicit, pervy stuff with kids, man. So,
not true.
I mean, during the interview, and we don't have a soundbite, but during the interview, I can understand, Puffy recently bought his son, I think it was a $400,000.
I think it was a Maybach or a Phantom.
I think it was the Phantom.
It's a Phantom.
Yeah,
He bought him a Bentley.
Yeah.
And Bashir during the interview asked Puffy, did he think it was responsible to buy his son a $400,000 Bentley? And Puff was kind of like insulted. He was like, "Yo, you don't ask Warren Buffett, you don't ask Steve Jobs that question. Like how you gonna?" And
he's correct.
I think. I mean,
he's right.
It could go either way, but I heard the way Bashir stated
presented it was almost like scolding.
Yeah,
it was almost like
it was very condescending.
Yeah,
it was very condescending because I don't have the quote, but he was like the way he said it was like, "Do you think it was? Do you think it was appropriate?"
Yeah,
that's what he said. Appropriate. Now I don't know about you, but I'm a grown man. I got 4 kids. If somebody asks me anything about what I do is appropriate with my kids, I'm gonna look at them
that's
like,
a shot.
That's a shot.
That's
Definitely.
a shot. That's
real disrespectful.
Shot. So for you to and Puff is a lot of things. There's a lot of pros and cons about Puff. But your man is a self-made millionaire. Your man has done it. Your man is legendary status. I definitely think that was insulting, man.
I agree with that. I agree with that
100%.
definitely, and I like the way Puff. I like the way the Puff that brought up Steve Jobs and brought up things like that. Would you challenge them if they did the same? I mean, that man made his money. He didn't want to spend it.
Do whatever the hell he wanted.
He wants to buy his kid a $400,000 whip. I wouldn't buy my kid a $400,000 whip, but he wants to do that for his kid. Let him do it, man.
Now I heard, I read like an opposing view about Diddy, and someone saying that Diddy kind of brought that on himself because you don't necessarily always see cats like Warren Buffett or Steve Jobs singing about all the riches that they have.
Right. Well, that is a good point also because he actually presented the Maybach or whatever to his kid on the Sweet 16 show. And how
shout out to MTV.
Boys with Sweet 16 parties, man, that's a whole other subject. That's a whole other thing.
Is that a plausible right there?
Yeah, I think.
Boys Sweet 16 parties?
Sweet 16 for a dude.
For a man.
A man, basically.
A young man. But anyway.
Not a good look.
He put it on the platform, on the television platform. I'm pretty sure Puff did it in a setting where it was private, somewhere in the Hamptons maybe or whatnot. It wouldn't be as big news, but he did it in the television arena, in the television forum,
ostentatious manner, right?
Exactly, and almost like braggadocious. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
think about
Diddy.
yourself.
Yeah,
ostentatious.
I gotta Google that,
brother. I don't know what that mean, brother. But
I don't know what that mean. How you spell that?
That's the lawyer coming out.
That's the lawyer right there.
You know, let me ask you
I
something.
plead the fifth.
Now let me ask you this, man. How do y'all feel about Puff's affiliation with like all this new blood, like him and Rick Ross,
man?
Him and Jay Electronica.
He's a businessman.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Nicki Minaj. Like Puff won't die. He's like the vampire that won't die.
I think it's just like he's like, yo, man, I can't get these artists to actually sign with Bad Boy anymore.
Right.
So if they allow me to do anything, manage
you
whatever, get you on TV, and I just think he's just so smart in feeding off of the energy, and he's a pioneer to the game. So these artists all have respect for him. I think so. Like, yeah, Puff, come on down, but. I mean, I think it's too much, man.
He's just trying to line himself up with relevancy
for the next 10 years. I think.
How old is Diddy now? Signed a crazy deal with Interscope.
Yeah,
I mean, he's managing.
He got Diddy He got headphones now. Diddy Beats. I mean, he's rebranding and relaunching himself.
He's just finding ways to make the money.
The labels is dead. He sees that part of the game is dead, so he's gonna get that 15%, that 10% from dudes, and he's gonna get you in the movies, get you a cameo in the new movies, and he's gonna get you, endorsement deals. I think it's a very, very smart move on his part, and that's why he's Puff.
No doubt. Now, I can't really go into it because I have a lot of contacts and sources, but I was speaking to somebody very close to Diddy yesterday, and they shared something with me. Not really putting the man's business out there, but yo, for real, Diddy, like a lot of cats respect you and love you, man. So take care of yourself, son, and slow down. Like you know what I'm talking about. Slow down, son. Like you got a lot of living to do. Slow down, and that's no shots. And also, I heard some crazy things about Jay Electronica that I can't get into. Jay, you're the future, B. You're the future, man.
Actually, I have some words from Jay, to be honest with you, from a fan standpoint. Hey, if anybody knows me personally in personal life, it knows that I'm a big Jay Electronica fan.
Right.
I buy his merchandise. I rock Jay Electronica T-shirts.
Right.
Like, I was a big advocate from the jump.
He was.
His live show. If anybody that knows Jay Electronica or is listening, if Jay Electronica is listening, my man, you can't talk. You can't get drunk on stage.
Don't do it.
So he's been drunk on stage.
He gets drunk on stage, rambles. I'm a huge fan. Like, I want to hear the music. Like, we went to see him last month. At the Joel Ortiz show, you know what I mean?
Shout out to TJ the King.
Same show that they booed Crit at.
TJ King.
He's DJ'd up here a couple times, you know what I mean?
Shout out to him. He's a Dilla student.
You know what I think he does? I think Jay he wants to get personal with the. I think that's his way of. That's his only way.
But dudes were literally leaving the show.
He made like about 50 people leave.
Guys, we saw like 20 dudes leave. Cats leaving because this guy is on stage rambling. We want to hear the records. We want to hear. All right, definitely give us your speeches, intro the record, intro the song, give us your heart. But he was rambling on, talking about biting girls on the neck during sex and all types of other shit.
See, that's crazy.
Yeah. So,
yo, Jay, listen, man,
chill out. I mean, dude, we love you for you. I mean, you don't have to get sloppy drunk and hit the stage or have to go on these tirades.
You got a lot of talent.
Definitely.
Really where you are right now, how you're poised.
You're the next
the future is yours, B. So, once again, man, slow down, man. Slow down.
And cats know how much of a Jay Electronica
I know the industry in and out. I know about the flashing lights and all of that, but all that glitters is not gold. You know what I'm saying? We don't have, seriously, man, for somebody as talented as you know what I'm saying? We don't want we don't want you to, crash into mailboxes, man. You're swerving right now. And this is no shots.
And this is a stand
once again, and I got to say this to my listeners, man. Y'all will know when I throw shots.
Definitely.
Y'all will know that I throw shots, but I'm talking from a fan's perspective, and I'm talking from someone that's concerned. Let me tell you what happened the other day, man. It's kind of crazy, and I tweeted about this. I was at the Fat Joe show, right at SOB's,
right.
And one of my future soldiers, is in the industry. He's working at a label, so he was walking and he didn't see me, and he was approaching me, and I thought he was smoking like some weed, which is you do your thing, but when he saw me, he put it in back of him, and when I gave him the grip, I smelt this fresh, pungent scent of like the blend of like freshly roasted tobacco and cocaine.
I was going to say angel dust, but hey.
And I was like, come on, homie. Like, I am not judgmental at all. Whatever. You do your recreational drugs and the whole but like, yo, for real. So there's a lot of, caught myself from cursing. There's a lot of stuff out here right now, man. And even cats that I'm surprised, I'm hearing the drug use is big these days.
It's old school. I don't understand what's going on right now, man. I don't know what's going on.
I thought we was past that.
I know
you know what? It's the recession. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. Is
the pain that deep though? Where
the pain is that deep, man. The pain is that deep. Like the world as we know it is changing completely.
But the world is better. The world is better in a lot of facets.
But it's all perspective, man. It's all either cup half full or cup half.
I almost feel like there's almost no excuse at this point right now, though. I can literally, I come from an era where I used to have to go to the library and open up a fucking encyclopedia to do my reports.
Right.
I can literally go on Wikipedia and do research and get knowledge at the touch of a finger. I mean, I can apply for a job online. I mean, it's just I almost feel like it's almost to the point now where there's almost. I understand the recession is bad, the economy is bad, whatever. But I mean, I really feel like it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's bad, but it's not that bad.
It's not. Stay focused, y'all. Stay
Pretty
focused,
much, please.
But you know what? Going back to this music, man. Like one thing I do like is how it's kind of like this symbiotic relation in terms of like how Puff put the battery in Rick Ross's back, and Rick Ross is putting the battery in Puff's back. But the other day I was listening to Rick Ross's album, and I love that album. It's a good album.
Dope album.
Tough.
And everybody know how I feel about Rick Ross.
It should get more mics than
if they had more tracks
than Bun B's album. No
I
shots.
thought that was going to be the classic album.
Right.
Yeah.
And my second choice would have been Fat Joe.
Yeah,
really?
Fat Joe album
based on the list.
Fat
Dark
Joe's,
Side? Based on the list.
Fat Joe's album is
based on the
ridiculous.
list.
No, I've heard it.
Based on the list.
Right.
Just that they gave,
before Drake, before Thank Me Later?
Drake.
Nobody likes Drake's album like that. I don't know why. It's
Classic.
dope album.
I don't know what's up with all the Drake
Classic?
I don't know what's up with all the Drake backlash.
I don't know either,
Drake
man.
is dope, but classic.
I think Thank Me Later is kind of tougher than Dark Side. I'm sorry.
I agree.
I don't know. You know what it is? I like Drake.
It's two different albums.
I like
understand
Drake, but and this is just my preference. I don't know if this is old head or whatever, but I like my hip hop with a lot less singing.
But the singing, you got to take it within the context.
Hey, but dude is being true to himself, and that's what I love about the album. That he's not, getting out his lane.
Be true to yourself at home, B.
I don't co-sign records with Dream, but I do. I definitely co-sign you singing your own hook. If you can definitely hit that note,
you could do it. And why not?
It works. I really feel Drake gets a lot of backlash, and Drake doesn't get the respect he deserves. I think the boy's a spitter.
He does spit. He does spit. He does sing.
He's a spitter.
But I hated Kanye's 808.
I thought that was a dope album.
But that birthed a generation.
No love for
and
Ja
like
Rule.
it sounded like Drake was like, too much singing, yo, get back to spitting. Yeah. But going back to Rick Ross, man, I just realized, and I don't know if this is a late pass or not, but I realized that two of my toughest cuts on there, MC Hammer and BMF, is the same song.
It's the same beat, almost.
And it's back to back. It's the same beat.
Lex Luger.
And I'm kind of disappointed in myself for
not knowing that.
For like sipping the Kool-Aid, B.
But it works.
It works.
Yeah, it does
it's
work.
Two dope
man.
records.
Yeah, it is
two dope records. And that like a Heart in the Paint.
They should have called it Part 1 and Part 2.
Tell them why you're mad, son.
They should call it Part 1 and Part 2. But anyway, let's go back to a music break, man. This is Rick Ross. You're listening to the Combat Jack Radio Show, PNCRadio.fm. Woo, loud. PNCRadio.fm, Combat Jack Radio Show, and yes, by any means necessary. Is that an actual Malcolm X quote, or was that Denzel doing Malcolm X?
That sounded like the man. Yeah, that was powerful.
Man, by
powerful
any
right
means
there.
necessary, Montana Fishburne is getting it in.
By any means.
Internet.
I can't wait for the tape to leak.
Internet. So y'all up on Chippy D? Chippy D.
That's a porn name, but I heard
Chippy D is the porn name.
I heard they canceling it just straight Montana Fishburne.
Montana Fishburne.
Wow,
that
is
sounds sexy though.
Lawrence Fishburne's 19-year-old daughter.
Ouch.
And Chippy D is her sex name because she has decided at 19 years old that she's going to embark on a career in porn. Now,
that hurts.
What's even crazier is, that's number one, it's Lawrence's daughter, so that's a bad look.
Yeah.
When I heard about this, I instantly thought about Chris Rock's skit.
Of course.
About if you have a daughter and she's on the pole, you effed up as a father. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know how Lawrence raised his daughter, but Lawrence Morpheus lost, B.
He lost.
But
I mean,
he's stuck in the Matrix.
like Damon Wayne said, man, you could have 2 kids, you could feed them send them the same schools, everything, but one to grow up to be a crackhead, other become a doctor. So at the end of the day, we're all individuals and we all make our own decisions. And I think she's just a sucker for the limelight. I think she's just a dumb broad who's a sucker for the limelight. I'm sorry. I don't think it's bad parenting. I don't think it's anything. I think it's just a sucker.
Something is wrong there, man.
We got a caller. Listen.
Yo, man.
Oh man, that'd be incredible.
Yo, what's up, caller? Welcome to the Combat Jack Radio Show.
Yo, what up? It's Carson.
Yo, what's up, Carson?
What up? What's
going on, sir?
Listening to y'all talk about Chippy D, man. I was just talking about that shit on Twitter. Like, that shit is embarrassing, yo.
What's even more embarrassing is the name
Hold on,
Chippy
let me turn
D.
y'all up real quick.
Chippy D. Like, how are you going to call yourself? That is the wackest name, B. Chippy D?
Chippy D. I hope that's not like a
nickname.
nickname.
It's like the ill shit is like, he looks just like the nigga. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Sir Mix-a-Lot background dancer.
It's like me. I was watching King of New York the other day, and I'm looking at her, and I'm remembering the nigga's face. I'm like, wow.
he's a
freak.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. I mean, what do you think led to that, man? How does that happen? Like, you're one of the most successful black actors in the game. How does that happen, B?
Man, honestly, like, he probably, from what I heard, like, he was a good father, but it's probably like his daughter, like, she wanted to spread her wings or whatever. You know,
no pun intended.
Pretty wings.
I read some shit where she was saying how like, she wants to, be in Hollywood and blah blah blah. This
Go to acting class.
But it's like, I mean, your dad is Lawrence Fishburne. You've got all the connections you know what I'm saying, like all you need. So it's like, all this shit is really extra. But I mean, people gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. So
exactly.
Where's her mother? Exactly.
Where is her mother?
Her mother might be the reason she in porn.
But what's really even crazier is, she's quoted as saying that the reason why she did this is because she was jealous of Kim Kardashian's fame and fortune from her sex tape and wanted to get a jump start on her career by doing a porn tape. Yo,
it's a different situation.
Yo, you're hustling.
No. It's a whole different situation. They did a tape with the dude that they was dating at the time, and it was private in their crib, whatever.
And this
is like, I mean, if Kim Kardashian did a regular porn tape, she would still get.
The common denominator is that
they were white.
It's
different level. It's different level.
They were white.
This porn is a different level. It's like 3 different dudes smashing her in that video, I heard.
First of all, in a professionally produced porno, you're getting mudded out in a professionally shot
professional.
Porno.
You're getting mudded
out.
This
ain't street ball. This NBA.
Second of all, you're black. It doesn't work for black chicks, mama. I'm sorry. Sit your ass down.
Now, what's really sad is that, like, Larry Fishburne used to be one of my favorite actors.
He still is. This shouldn't take away from it.
I look at him funny.
No. Listen to me. Larry Fishburne is greater than Lawrence Fishburne, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Like, I saw Cornbread Earl in me. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite movies of all time is Apocalypse Now. You know what I mean? I used to see Larry Fishburne in Brooklyn. Like, the last time I saw him in Brooklyn, your man was online at the DMV getting his license updated. You know what I mean? So Larry was a regular dude that was doing big things. You know what I mean? When he hit Matrix, it was like the next level. And then after that, your man got weird. I think he got weird, man. I seen him at a party shortly after that in New York City. And, like I said, I don't want to come off judgmental, and this is no shots. But your man had on some thigh high. Wow. Like, y'all seen Shrek, right?
Yeah.
He had on the Puss in Boots. Seriously, like, in the street, like, and I know your man rides a motorcycle in the whole nine, but from Brooklyn, and this might sound real lame, but you don't wear boots like thigh high. And I think they were purple, B.
We don't do it.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know what happened to Morpheus. I wish Larry would come back.
Get out the
man,
Matrix.
if you're gonna wear purple boots, man, I mean, the moral of the story is if you have a daughter, don't wear purple Buccaneer boots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. Look at that.
That's crazy. And this was his, shout out to Lawrence. It was his birthday weekend. That's the worst.
Wow.
That's the worst.
I didn't even know that.
birthday gift you could ever get, man.
Well, she lost. She definitely lost.
Well, she lost, and he lost, and
she will reign forever.
At least Nas is like number 2 this week as far as losing this.
And what's really messed up is she is actually really cute.
She's
you know what I'm saying?
She's a cute chick. She definitely had the resource. Could have went on to do bigger things. We don't know the person. I mean, I know this video online of like former friends who prostituted with her.
She was actually a prostitute.
Yeah, she was a prostitute at one point.
She's crazy,
and she's only 19. So this girl has a prostitute resume. Somebody will save her though. Somebody will throw in Captain Save her.
Captain Save a whole suit.
At least she's not like Maya Campbell.
Oh man, Mia Campbell.
But you know what? I think that's not too far away. You know what I'm saying?
It's only a matter of time.
She needs to start getting on the drugs.
Maya Campbell using crack.
Well, she's not too far away after that $25,000 or whatever Vivek gave her. I mean, who knows? She's on her own.
Yo, Carson, man, where can we find you on Twitter, man?
Yo, hit me the 100K show. THE. Number 100 SHOW. Thanks for having me, brothers.
Yo, man, thanks for calling in, man, and thanks for all the support, man.
Right, man.
You know, speaking of that, man, like you know, we're about to round out this show, but like one of the things that I definitely want to bring as an OG in this game, one of the things that I want to bring to the game, man, is positivity, man. It seems like we kind of lost a lot of that, man. And I understand it's real easy to be ignorant, and I'm the last cat to be real preachy, but you know, today I was with the wife and kids, and we were down in Union Square, and we went to lunch at Whole Foods. And Whole Foods around noon is ridiculous,
crazy.
And I just wanted to grab the food and break out. My wife wanted to sit, and
right.
there's a dining area. So we got the food, and we had our little trays and the whole nine. We get up to the dining area, and it's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. We had to stand for like 5 minutes. Finally, we got a spot where we had to sit next to this brother. Like, this brother was like part of our family all of a sudden. So I introduced myself. Brother was 23 years old. So I was like, what do you do? Because I was just curious. I was like, what do you do, man? And he was like, well, I'm looking for a job. I'm like, well, did you go to college? He's like, nah, I didn't go to college. I'm 23. College isn't for me. I'm a doorman. And I got laid off like a year and a half ago. I'm looking for a job. I'm real happy being a doorman. And like, I didn't know dude. Like I said, I didn't want to talk down to dude, but I was like, yo, you got to do better, B. Like I understand you need a job in the whole nine, but we're better than that. You know what I'm saying? We're better than that. People expect us to be doormen. You know what I mean? And life is short, and life is particularly short when when you're of color. So we just started talking, man, like about, options at Medgar Evers and, reading books and just really, I gave him my number. My wife was like...
Intelligent dude?
Like, he seemed real intelligent, man. I asked him, and I know, this is controversial. I asked him what color his God was. Because to me, that's the thing, man. It's like, if you still believing in the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus, you hustling backwards. You know what I mean?
That's when
but he was like, yo, I don't believe in God. And I was like, actually, I have my beliefs. I'm somebody who's have faith. I have faith. But like for him to have for him to have the strength to say that,
a lot of people.
Yeah, you gotta find out where he's coming from, though.
And I was at that point, man. I was really, really, really concerned about the brother's future, and like I was just really trying to push him. And then afterwards, when my wife and I left with the kids, we felt really good, man. Just trying to pay it forward, man. Because it's real easy, particularly with the internet. You got all your e-thugs, you got all your twit thugs, and I've had my share of firing shots, but I throw shots at cats that can handle it and fire shots back. You know what I mean? So I think, man, as we round out this show, man, like for real, man, like pay it forward, man. A lot of people is in a lot of pain right now, and it's funny because, like I said, I heard about some cats that's even doing it and finding out that they're in a lot of pain, man. So like before you fire your next shots, man, think about it, reload, man, because there's a lot of shit out here, man. And all we got is us, man. So yo, man, thanks for checking in. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for tuning in. This is the Combat Jack Radio Show. This is Combat Jack. You're listening to PNCRadio.fm. You're listening to Boss Nod and Just Dave and super producer A King.
Yeah. I'm just shocked at that.